Alright, this is how I'm aligning the doors, just kind of initially. Um, Originally when I took the doors off, before I did that, I drilled little holes, enough to fit like a P0 or a 0 screwdriver in there. I've got 4 of them there right now. One on each of the hinges down here, on this side of the hinge. Right here, as you can see my screwdrivers. Again, up here. And if you look carefully up in here, you can see that little hole. So I wish I had drilled another one kind of right here in the middle as well, so there's 2 holes instead of just one. That would have made aligning this a lot easier. But anyway, this is just the initial like lineup so I could get my gaps, and I'll bring you back as soon as I get these lined up properly. They should come straight out instead of at a cocked angle like they are right now. And I'll tighten down the bolts here. These are already tightened down just enough, but I can wiggle them around if I really needed to, and then tighten them up. It'd be so much easier to do this with 2 people, but I don't have a second body over here, so I'm having to do this myself. But you can do it yourself. Well, scratch that. I'm gonna go ahead and get new hinges for the driver's side. So this right here, as you can see, the stopper actually bent when this door sprung. If you look at the bottom one, it's a lot closer, and this hinge is pushed all the way that way. I can't get this one to push any further, only because of this. So I'm gonna have to take this off. I'm gonna see if I can put that in the vise and then bang that down. Maybe it'll work, but nothing's aligning. So what's happening is, as I'm aligning this door, you can see the rub right here, and it's hitting the bottom of this. And however, I've tried picking it up and moving it and twisting it, it ain't working. So time for some adjustments on this hinge, or just buy a new one, but they're expensive. So another hit below the belt. Hey, this is driver door. This is what I'm talking about, with all the massive dings and weird stuff going on. So there was a high spot here, a low spot here. This is a low, high, another low, big low right there. It looks like something gouged it. Another little bit of a low. If you actually look at this, it looks like a footprint, like a heel, and the top of the foot. So I'm wondering, did this happen when this happened, when they couldn't get the door shut? So as you can see, it's sanded straight down along the edge here. I have taken a hammer and dolly to this a couple times to try to flatten this down a little bit. I still have a major low running right through here. Alright, I beat on this hinge a little bit on these little tangs, which prevent the door from slamming open too far, but it's not coming down. I mean, this is pretty thick steel. If I heated it, probably would come down. I'm going to go ahead and look for new hinges. I'm actually got to request that on Facebook, on the trading post for this style truck, and see if I can get some hinges from someone somewhere. And yeah, I'll get new hinges. This one doesn't seem horrible, but that's a new pin. There's a bushing in there, and it's still pretty loose. So I think I might as well just go ahead and replace them both, since I'm here with it. Right now I've got some body filler down on the door, and I'm going to block it down here in a minute and see how it goes. But it's not bad actually for the amount of high spots and low spots that I had. I kind of beat down a little bit on the high spots, and I beat up on the low spots from the inside, and we'll see what it does here in a minute. Oh my, it just won't end. It's been going and going. I swear I don't need to go to the gym ever anymore because I'm just doing this stuff. But anyway, I filled, there's a light coat on here, super thin, but there is some filler right in here. I've got a tiny little low spot right here where I missed. Right here, right there, right here, and one right here. Everything else, pretty smooth. So, and this is where the footprint was about right here. So, anyway, I'm going to keep going at it. And, oh yeah, I brought the other door. I took the other door off And got some, 80 grit out and just kind of sanded around, finding where all my lows are. So as you can see, I got some lows right through here, all right in these areas. I don't doubt it that this is 50 years, of people just slamming the door shut, kicking it, you name it. So I'm going to smooth those out and then flip it over and do the other side. So there I am. Yeah, so I don't know why every couple inches, I mean, they must have punched the holes out the bottom here, because it's pretty damn wavy. There's no reason why it would be this way. So anyway, I'm going to fill that in too. Monday morning, good way to wake up to a song like this. This is from my buddy Greg. For some reason, this is like one of his favorite songs, I guess, because every time I hear this song, I think of him. So, a little bit of Lunatic Fringe. Anyway, I spent some time working on this door yesterday, all the way up until past dinner. I went to a friend's house, had dinner, and then come home and, again, back out on the door. And I've been out here for about 2 hours now working on this thing. So, boot print was about right here. I mean, I've tried banging this. I can't get this to come up any further. Can't get that to go down any further. There's a high spot here, but I've got a super thin coat of Extreme on there, so it feels super smooth right now. I mean, all the way up until about right here. I've got a little bit of a low, as you can see that, and then right here too. Super smooth. I got it down to 120 right now, and I'm gonna go maybe I don't know. I'm gonna put some epoxy on this thing and let it see how it goes there. I gotta still put a coat on here. So this is where the holes were for that 1970s style mirror. I plugged them up, sanded this down, as you can see, got a high in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and skim coat this whole thing and go from there. But feels pretty good. It's super smooth, and it's time to work on this one. So that end down there is down to 80. That right there is an 80, and I'm working my way this way down in 80, and then I'll put some guide coat on there and go down to 120. I do want to fill in all this, and not that anybody's ever going to look at the bottom of the door, but yeah, I want to fix all this. This ripple effect is not good. I don't like it, so I want to go ahead and put filler on all this here, and then obviously put epoxy on here and then flip it. Okay, just about ready to put these in epoxy just to close it off for the day, since I gotta get back inside and get ready for work. So here we are. This is just the basic body work I needed to get done on the doors. I still have a couple little tiny little spots right here, but I know these will fill in. I just don't have time right now to do it. I gotta get these things in some type of epoxy, so stand by. Okay, I got two coats of epoxy down on the doors right now. This is my driver door, the one that had the boot print, probably about right here. You really can't see it. It's super smooth. I mean, I could see the 80 grit scratches in this thing, but I'm gonna be putting high build on it soon, so it looks pretty good to me. And then this is the bottom portion of that passenger door. I can see the scratches, and I've got a couple little dings here and there, but I just don't have time to mix up any more filler for this right now. I gotta get inside. So this is looking pretty good to me. I mean, just for it being epoxy, looks pretty good. So I need something else to do, because I need this stuff to dry. So what I'm going to do is, oh shoot, look at that, I didn't even see this. Nice little gouge. It's funny what you see after you put the epoxy on. So I think I got a mess going on. But what I think I'm going to do is get the core support worked on next. And let's see, or I might just do this fender. So this portion of the fender needs to get cut out, and I could do it with this. So I just bought a patch panel. Core support, I need to do a little work on it. Grab it here. So right there, I need to work on that. Probably right along the edge here. And then I got a couple holes over here. So far, that's the worst of it. Nothing else on this thing. Excuse me, I'm still sick. Nothing else appears to have eaten through. So this should be a fairly quick fix right in that. And then I've got my inner fender where the battery was. I've got a little bit of a hole. So this whole section needs to be cut out and fixed. Just right there. It's pretty paper thin, all where you see all the pitting, so I have to work on that too. So I've got a little bit of work to do ahead, and a little bit of here, a little bit of there. I even have a little bit of work on this thing to do. So if I can flip it over. Yeah, there's a hole I have to fill in right here. So I got a lot of stuff to do. You can see I've got parts all over the place. If I died today, nobody would know what any of this stuff is. So I gotta get a move on. I'm running out of time. I got a couple months to go before I got to get back to transferring again. I got to pick up a company again, a recruit company. So eBay fine too. You can't see it, but these are the inside of the cab trim. I got that by luck actually, and I bought a rebuild kit for these, so I'm going to go ahead and work on that too. I'm going to take these to work and blast them out. I might even make a video about it. I'm not sure yet. But alright, I think what's going to be easiest for me to do while I'm waiting for those doors to dry, probably that core support. No matter what, all of this has to get done, so I might as well just bring that down. But anyway, I'll catch y'all later. I'm going to get inside and get some work done before I got to go to work. Alright, take care.